Hey guys, it's Andrew with Percolating Brews. I'm here at the MET Breuer Museum visiting Flora Bar in the bottom of the museum. They're working with Parlor Coffee Roasters in Brooklyn. Let's go drink some coffee. I'm here with Jonathan, the head barista here. They're brewing specifically Parlor Coffee. Could you speak on what coffee you are working with today? Where the origin?
Right now we're working with the Wallabout. It's 50% Peru right now and 50% Colombia. Awesome,
that's really good. I just had some of it myself. It was a really nice cup, both the espresso and the drip. So can you give us a quick background of how you got into coffee and what got you started with your kind of aha moment of this is what you wanted to do?
I used to coffee 7 years ago. Just started hanging out at Joe. I was hanging out at Cafe Grumpy down in Chelsea and met some friends people there. So from there, I just started hanging out and just started drinking a lot of coffee. And after my aha moment, I'll probably be when I went to my interview. I was interviewing to be a barback and a barista. And it was like my first official interview for any job. So I didn't know what was the dress code. So I showed up in a goddamn suit to interview to be like a dishwasher at Joe.
Wow, nice.
And then from there on, it was just like a aha moment. It's just like my manager saw me. He was like, dude, you're in. Okay. No doubt about it. And
just to impress though, right?
Yeah, just to impress him. And to this day, we're still good friends. He now works for Counterculture, which is fucking dope.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah. From there on, just 7 years from now, and then I'm just working there straight forward. That's been like my gig. Side gig's been like cooking other small stuff.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice coffee?
This is obviously a really unique space in that it's in the bottom of this museum. It's just opened up about a year or so ago,
yeah, I think
right?
It turned a year yesterday. Thank you.
A year yesterday?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken.
From the looks of it, the cafe experience is slightly different in that it's connected to a restaurant right next door. So how's the day-to-day for you? It's pretty busy. It's a rainy Saturday weekend here.
It's hard to read. We have to just go based on what we know. Based on the neighborhood, I feel like weekend is definitely like more touristic. People from other parts of New York coming by. It can be like outside, international. But during the weekday, it's nice and smooth. Today is just two of us, so it's a little difficult, but we'll manage through.
Do you guys have any special pastries or kind of snacks that go along with really well with the coffee?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're known for the sticky bun. It got written up by New York Times, which is fucking amazing. Our pastry shop's amazing. She makes like all the pastries in-house.
So what do people normally order?
Like a whole bunch of espresso and just coffee, nothing special, cappuccinos and lattes, just like the straightforward basic stuff. Not much. Yeah. And then cortadas, people get super intrigued by it.
Since the kind of rise of like the specialty scene, are people more interested in learning about the education? Do they talk to you more and ask you about the coffee?
Sure, I think people nowadays are more curious about it. They want to know where it comes from, it's organic, it's super nice. For Parlor, it must be amazing to have like a wholesale account here because there's limits all over the place. People get to visualize it, they know about it. Oh, cool, I want to check it out,
Yeah, have you gotten a chance to visit there yet?
Yeah, even before I started working here, I already knew about Parlor. Dylan's like, we have mutual friends, so that's why I heard about it. It's super nice. So I was curious, I went to visit down there, and it was fucking amazing. What is good with the daily?
The question's here. You're frothing some milk. Do you have any tips on how to best do that for latte art or just...
My advice is always just get down and dirty, just get to it. Don't be afraid to overspill. You'll learn from it.
What's your favorite brew method?
Pretty old school. I just like brew coffee, drip coffee will do it for me. If I'm like feeling a little geeky and curious about the coffee I've never seen, maybe I'll go for like a drip and an espresso.
What advice do you have for anybody that's looking to start into coffee, whether it be home brewing, roasting?
I would just say, man, just do it, man. It's all about trial and error. You might find a way that might not be traditional, but it might work, and if it does it for you, then go for it. You might discover like some new brew method like nobody ever seen or heard about.
True.
That's what would be my advice for everybody. Just don't be afraid, just do it. Latte.
I mean, that's great advice for any industry.
Fall down, try it again. Try new ratios, mess around with water temperature, and just get geeky,
I really enjoy the space and the aesthetic of the cafe and the restaurant next to it. Apparently the food is amazing. They focus mainly on seafood on the restaurant side, but I think for the cafe and the restaurant, they wanted it to be inclusive of the neighborhood itself, but also to the museum goers. So really open. You can just go in down to the cafe without signing in or going to the actual museum itself. But it's a really cool space. They're obviously using really great coffee from Parlor, and I would highly recommend visiting when you're on the Upper East Side again. So it makes me think the next video should be a visit to Parlor Coffee Roasters.